Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that, guys. But anyways, welcome to Stockwatch Sunday. Welcome to Own the Chaos. If you're visiting for the first time, hopefully you earn your subscription and a thumbs up. But I wanted to get the serious stuff out of the way, and just kind of draw some attention to the title of tonight's video. First of all, we will go forward with all of the stocks to watch for this coming week, which it is a short week, by the way. We are closed on Monday as far as the stock market is concerned. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the direction of my channel, the direction of Own the Chaos, and also the direction of WeTrade HQ, which if you're not part of WeTrade HQ, I highly encourage you to go check that out. The links are down in the description below. It's a free community of over 4,200 members from around the world learning and growing and celebrating each other's success. And it's not just dedicated to people like me who trade penny stocks, but all people who are trading all sorts of areas in the market. So if you're trading options, you're trading Forex, you're trading futures, you're trading cryptocurrencies, no matter what you're trading, WeTrade HQ is the place for you. So guys, an amazing week this past week when I was in Toronto, and you guys knew about that and what we were there for. Be on the lookout for some content as far as that's concerned later on this week. But I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about the company and what the direction that we want it to go into. And for that reason, I'm going to have to stop doing the midday market recaps. Now, I know that there's been a lot of people that really enjoy them, but it's just been a little bit too much for me to be able to handle that, be able to handle the morning mentorships where I go live with folks from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Time. By the way, links are in the description as well. And also do regular pre-recorded content, run a business, and do all kinds of other stuff. Work with the other mentors, and I feel like I've been stretched this way and that, and I'm starting to burn out. I just want to be completely transparent with you guys on the direction that we're going into and what I want to see evolve when it comes to just WeTrade HQ. I really value you guys, and I value the community that we've built so far. So something has to give, right? I have to be able to retract something so that I can provide you guys with the best freaking community out there. It's one of those things where I think, I'm not going away. I'm still putting videos out. They're just going to be in the evening time, and I'm still going to do Stockwatch Sunday with you guys. So the live streams won't stop as far as Sunday nights go, but I'm going to be doing a lot more pre-recorded stuff, helping you guys out with, your trading strategies, how to find those disciplines, all that stuff. That'll still happen in the evening time. And I'm actually going to be putting videos out every night after market close. So it's going to help me because I'm going to be able to pre-record a lot of other content. And you guys have really loved a lot of the good stuff that Christian and I have also been putting out. If you haven't checked out any of those barcasts that Christian and I have, please go check those out. They will inspire you no matter if you're just starting a business. If you're just a regular old employee who doesn't think that they have anywhere to go, please go watch those. This whole channel has been dedicated to being able to provide you guys with inspiration, and also learning how to trade, obviously. But for me, it wasn't just about teaching you how to trade. It was teaching you how to change your life. We've talked about this time, a little bit ago about owning the chaos of life. And that's the direction that I want this channel to go into. Stocks are never going to leave. I'm always going to trade. The OTC is still going to be a thing here on this channel. It's just going to be dedicated to Sunday nights and a couple of nights throughout the week. And then we're going to pepper in some of the other stuff as well. So I hope that you guys will continue to support me in this venture. I just really want to make sure that I'm not going to allow WeTrade HQ, the community, to fail. And because I'm the big guy, right? I'm the big guy that's running that community. I'm running that business. So I want to make sure that I'm there for all of our mentors. I want to make sure that I'm there for you guys in the community. And so I'm just gonna have to scale back a little bit. It's just one of those things I have to do it. There's something's got to give, and I think those midday market recaps are gonna have to be the ones that kind of go away for now. Maybe there's a time later on down the road, if you guys really start to ask me more about it, then I'll come back to it. But I think that this is going to be a system that works for everybody. And really, it's going to allow me to be more active in the community itself. You're going to be able to see me in Discord more. You're going to be able to see me just on WeTrade HQ, the platform, more. So I think it's going to be good. the thing is about being an entrepreneur and being on YouTube even is just trial and error. See what works. Try something for a little while, and if it's not working out, then you just got to move wherever the market's taking you. And I think that this is going to be a good thing for all of us, even though it might be a little bit sad right now. I think that it's going to be a good move going forward. So, let's see here. More fishing. Yeah, that would be nice, right? So just kind of welcome some folks here real quick and just say, hey, what's going on? Fox, John Murphy. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a bummer, and it is what it is. And like I said, maybe I'll come back to it. Yeah, I mean, and I did do it for a bit, and I just kind of wanted to make sure, see if it worked, and if it did, cool. If not, like I said, it hasn't been that reactive. I mean, I haven't been growing my channel, and I still want to do that too. So, totally understandable. Thanks, Raquel. Appreciate it. Less can be more. Absolutely. I probably agree with that too. Hey, thanks, Arm Trader. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. All right. I don't even know how he made it this far. What does that even mean? But anyway, guys, I appreciate the kind words. So let's get to it. Let's get to the stocks that I'm watching this week. All right. So I'm going to pull up WeTrade HQ for you guys, and it's going to be the platform here. So if you want to check out WeTrade HQ, you can go right here at WeTradeHQ.com and look up your favorite tickers. Type them in the search bar as I did with PRED, and what will pop up is a integrated trading view chart as well as a forum over here. We can talk about it with your friends. You can check us out on Discord over here on this tab as well. And if anybody even so much as tweets about Pred, it'll be over here in the news column. So, check it out. It's PRED. We talked about this last week, and I believe we talked about it the week before, but I wanted to just kind of briefly cover PRED only because I spoke with my morning mentorship folks, and I believe that I spoke with you guys on Monday as well before the conferences began in Toronto, that 328 looked like a pretty good support. If it did not hold 328, then I would probably say it would venture to come down to about 290 or 291. Fortunately, it didn't come down that far. It actually held at 328, and I think we're starting to see a little bit of a reversal here leading into the uplisting to NASDAQ. How do I know they're uplisting NASDAQ? Well, I don't know for a fact that it's actually happening, but they did apply to do so, and this takes it's a 4 to 6 week process on the short term. So looking at PRED, on all of the other due diligence that they have, uplisting the NASDAQ being one of the major ones, recently, I would venture to say that still either next week or the week after, we'll see an uplisting to NASDAQ, and there's going to be all kinds of other good stuff going on here, guys. Somebody once told me once that, in real estate, it's all about location, location, location. And in stocks and in penny stocks in particular, it's all about management, management, management. And so I think that, it's also worth saying that the type of management that's involved with PRED with the likes of Pfizer, Humana, all the other bigger players in this field here as well, it's just going to be a huge move for PRED. This is a long-term hold for me, something that I'm actually going to invest in. Probably going to be holding on to this longer than a year or so. So just keep that in mind. This isn't something that I'm just going to swing for a couple of days and be out. I'm going to continue to add to dips as they arise. And as we can see here on the chart with PRED, that did happen. I was able to add to this position here. And so I'm just going to continue to do my strategy, how I've been able to find success in doing stuff like this, investing in companies, finding these core quality stocks to build my account on. And PRED is definitely it. Now, having said that, there are instances where I think that it's safe to say that there will be shorter term type swing plays that you can make some quick cash on. Those plays are definitely out there. We saw that with SIML last week. Some of my folks in the morning mentorships experienced 100% gains on that bad boy. So unbelievable play for those folks, especially for people who are just trying to get their feet wet. SIML was the perfect setup to double your money, protect that investment, and get out with some pretty good cash within like 2 or 3 days that it ran up that high. So congrats to you guys on that. So the next one that I think could be that, segueing into something that would be probably a shorter term play, is DRNG. DRNG, they have a really good product. So just to kind of give you a little backstory on DRNG, this is posted up by my friends over at Transparent Traders. There's a really great group of guys. If you have ever had a chance to check them out, they are awesome. John and James, they also love me. If you go to the website, you can see here that they have me on their website. So they're a really great group of guys. But they put out some due diligence on DRNG, and I felt like this was a really good way to just kind of like convey this to you guys without pulling up a bunch of tabs and everything else, trying to be as efficient as I can. But DroneGuarder is a early stage security and surveillance company, focuses on commercializing a drone-enhanced home security system as a turnkey solution in the United States, Canada, Europe, and South Africa as the Asian Pacific region, so all over the world. The company's DroneGuarder app-based solution includes a drone infrared camera and an Android mobile app, a component that takes off from a wireless charging pad once an alarm has been triggered. So basically, just to give you what's going on here, so their product is that they have a drone, okay, that basically detects and other equipment that detects when there's movement in their yard. Let's just say there's a robber coming up to your house, and this drone comes up, finds the threat, takes pictures, all that stuff, records it, sends it to you if it senses some sort of threat, and then you basically get to determine whether it is or it isn't, and then you can contact the authorities as need be. So I think they have a really great product. And then going further, they recently put out an NT10K, which we know is a notice of or a late notice of their filing. So you can see that they do have some catching up to do on that. So that's why one of the reasons why they're down 0006. Other reason why they're down 0006 because they've had some issues with dilution, but it looks like it's been lightening up some. So when I'm looking at something within the 0006 range, I'm looking at share structure, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to see that it's quite large. And she is a little bit of a large Marge, but she ain't no 600-pound life. All right, we've seen plenty of them that are huge and have like a bunch of them here. But given DRNG at 0006, updated share structures around 550 to 600 million shares at 0006. That is not bad for a 000 stock. You know, we've seen them go as high as 35 billion with a B in the AS, and this is only a 5 billion in AS. So it's not the end of the world. It's not a crazy looking 000 stock that we see oftentimes. This is actually a pretty good setup, I think. And so looking at their website's pretty good as well. I think that given the some of the unusual volume we hear, perhaps the 10K that they submitted a late filing on, I think probably comes out either this week or early next week based off of when they put the NT out. So be on the lookout for DRNG to make some sort of move. Might make an easy double, might even go crazy. Who knows? But given that share structure, I would venture to say that it's not going to take a whole lot of buying pressure to get that moving, given the price point that it's at. Let me just check in with you guys, see how you're all doing. So, yeah, sweet. What's going on? It's been a while. Hello to you as well. Let's see. MBDR, yeah, it's another good one. So we can go over MBDR as well. Don't have a problem doing that, but let me just go over a couple other ones. KPAY, it looks like it could be a good bounce from here. This has gotten a lot of attention previously because of the $200 million investment that's going on with KPAY. So I pulled this up for you guys. I'm actually going to zoom in here, see if you can see that a little bit better. So Investa Wahana Group, Indonesia, to invest $200 million, subscribing for $100 million in shares. And this is key. A lot of people were scared by this convertible because they see the convertible, but it's only preferred stock. It looks like they're carrying out that $200 million investment. In addition, $100 million shares of the company. Series G convertible stock. To date, we have not received the subscription proceeds, but we reasonably expect to receive these or a significant portion thereof during April 2019. So I think that's what we're going to see in the most recent quarterly filing that's coming out. So be on the lookout for that because they have another one that they put out at late. So be on the lookout for that coming up this week. That 10K or 10Q, I should say, hopefully shows some sort of cash that's coming in from that investment. So that's a huge deal with it being traded at 50 cents. I would say, looking at the chart on the daily chart, that it's reached another, a previous bottom support. So I think we could see a nice little move up from KPAY moving into next week. Looks like it already made a little bit of a nice move on Friday, but I think we can still see a pretty sweet reversal moving forward. Share structure on this one, 28 million. So looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. As long as they don't continue to dilute, which I don't think that they will. Pretty solid stock overall. The last one that I wanted to kind of cover, and we can get into some questions as well, is SRDP. This has made some significant moves. This is a cryptocurrency related stock. If you guys have been following Bitcoin, which I have been a little bit, you can see that it's up 7.7%. Looks like it's approaching that $9,000 range. For Bitcoin, this is quite a high we haven't seen in some time. There's a significant pullback earlier, which we anticipated, and it looks like it's starting to make a nice little move. So for me, I'm looking for valuable stocks that are related to cryptocurrency. As long as Bitcoin continues to be relevant, so will these other stocks. So looking at SRDP, I think that why am I looking at this so much? Well, I'm looking at the share structure. First of all, share structure looks pretty decent. And then I'm going to look to see, and I've showed you guys this before. I think it was either last Stock Watch Sunday or the one before. But BHPA is the company that is merging into SRDP. Via Secretary of State, you can go and view this. You guys too. It's not something I'm just cooking up here. BHP though, they have all kinds of good stuff going on. They have over 100,000 mines for cryptocurrency. So just put that in perspective. Just put that in your brain. 100,000 mines. Now, I'm not the one that's going to tell you that I know everything there is to know about cryptocurrency. Okay, so I have no idea. Like, I'm not the person to ask about cryptocurrency. We got people within WeTrade HQ that can answer any cryptocurrency questions for you. Me, on the other hand, not so good. Talk to me about penny stocks, and I'm your man. But I follow the money, right? So everybody, when the last time over-the-counter stocks were coming out of the woodwork, I should say. Let me back that up. So last time cryptocurrency went crazy, right? In 2017, so did the OTC market. Everybody and their mother were like, hey, I got this cryptocurrency we made, blah, blah, blah. Bitcoin's doing this, Bitcoin's doing that, Ethereum's doing this. We're getting involved over here. And everybody and their mother, I'm talking cigar companies, face cream companies, they were all, going to cryptocurrency. And so they all went berserk. And I'm talking 10, 20,000% moves. SRDP, though, is legit. It's a legit company that a Chinese company is merging into. They have 100,000 mines. They have a lucrative business. And I think that that's going to be one that you could actually put some money into and feel comfortable about. It has had a little bit of a pullback. And again, this is in conjunction with Bitcoin. So this came down just as Bitcoin did. And because, we're closed for the holiday, we have a 3-day weekend here, hasn't had time to react. But I would anticipate that as long as Bitcoin's still doing this, stocks like SRDP are going to follow suit. So just be on the lookout for that. I think there's some good opportunities here to grab some. And again, this is a double-edged sword with something like SRDP because the share structure is so small. Just keep in mind that there is, that risk of it just being extremely volatile, which we've already experienced. So make sure that you're managing your risk accordingly. So let's see here. What else you guys got for me? Yes, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much for that reminder. Appreciate that. Any additional DD on ELGL? I don't have any additional DD on ELGL, but from a chart standpoint, looks like anywhere between, I would say 16.23 cents could be a good entry point. Looks like there was a huge seller last week. I didn't really get a chance to look at it too much, only because I was obviously indisposed being in Toronto. But having said that, I think that it could be a nice little move still for ELGL as long as they get that acquisition under control and get their filings together and stuff like that. So that's something that we are, I'm still looking at. I'm still invested in ELGL. So just letting it sit, and it's going to do what it's going to do. Doesn't mean anything if outstanding shares go from 4.9 to 4.3 million in a few days. Yeah, I mean, and they're diluting. So I don't know if I don't know which one you're talking about, which one you're referring to. Driver Dave. But give me something to go off of, and I can comment on that. But yeah, I mean, it just means that they've been converting shares. ANDI, yeah. So ANDI, they've been diluting like crazy. 4.9 to 4.9 to 4.3. Wait. So they're reducing shares. Okay, sorry, I did the math wrong. They're reducing shares, so it looks like they're starting to reduce them a little bit. But hey, it is what it is. Hit thumbs up button, appreciate it. Yeah. The one I deleted kind of needed to be deleted. So, PTN 62319 phase 3B review for FDA, their new drug, basically Viagra for women. Do women need Viagra? I don't know. I guess I'm not the person to ask for that. But hey, we can take a look. PTN, sure, why not? PTN. Paladin Technologies. It is hot in here. I'm roasting. You guys see me sweating like crazy. PTN. So the chart looks like it's okay. This is the daily chart that I got pulled up here. So I'm doing due diligence on something. I'm looking to see, obviously from a technical standpoint, seeing where it's going to be, what it's looking like, right? Has it had some crazy massive ride up? Is it way overextended? Right now, it looks like it's had a pretty healthy pullback from it being extremely overextended. As you can see here, look at this RSI. My goodness. If I were to make a play on PTN from a technical standpoint, I'm looking at it at $1.20 to see if it can come back down and hold that support level. Right now, it's too volatile here. I'm not a big fan of it there. I would like to see if it can come back to $1.20 or so. Then I might be happy. Maybe it won't. Maybe this is where the reversal starts. I'm looking at let's pull up the 30-minute chart. If I can pull up the 30-minute chart, it looks like it could be consolidating there short term. But if I'm looking at a daily chart, I'm looking at this as something that I would like to try to invest in. I'm looking at either $1, like I said, $1.25, $1.20, somewhere in that range. Looks like it could be a good spot to either enter or add into if it can bounce off of that. That's probably the spot where I would think RSI is going to be cooled down enough, and it'll kind of reduce some of that volatility a little bit. So from a technical standpoint, that's kind of the game plan that I would have going into it. PTN, the due diligence though, I mean, if phase 3 is a big deal as far as the FDA is concerned. Getting approved by the FDA is a huge deal. Let's see. I'll just kind of 3B review with the FDA. So that could be a huge catalyst if, in fact, they actually get approved. So if they get approved to move on to the next step, yeah, that can bring in some nice little moves for PTN. But just keep an eye on it. As you can see, it's been extremely volatile. I think there's probably going to be opportunities for a pullback here if you're looking to get into PTN just based off of the chart alone. Yeah, share structure, obviously it's on NASDAQ, so it's whatever. It looks good. I like it. Okay? I like any kind of pending catalyst, something such as that. But scale yourself in. If you don't think it, don't throw all of the money that you're looking to put into it all at once. And so the strategy that I always try to employ, Mike, is, making sure that you get yourself a starter position. Don't just go crazy on something like this. How to manage the OTC, how to manage penny stocks is not taking all the money that you have to spend on it and throwing it all in all at once. Scale yourself in, look for opportunities. Let's just say maybe it starts to drop a little bit. Maybe it starts to bounce off of that of previous support, and then lends you the opportunity to maybe average down, and then continues to run after that. So just manage that risk accordingly. And this is definitely a quality stock that I think that could see some potential in for sure. As long as that FDA approval goes through, if it does not, be on the lookout because people will sell that faster than you can blink. So that's how I would handle PTN. Again, as always, do your own due diligence. But I think that there's definitely some promise there for sure. Let's see, what else we got? Probably not going to comment on that, Driver Dave. What's going on, Hussein? NDYN, I think it's NDYN. Gosh, yeah, no problem, Mike. let's see. So NDYN, I mean, this is one that is extremely overextended, and it went, I think, personally. So this is another cryptocurrency related stock, another Bitcoin related stock, and it's already overvalued, I would say, at this point. You know, the insane part about, I mean, at least it's consolidated some. This could be another one though that I'm probably completely wrong on, because I don't pretend to be the expert on cryptocurrencies, but like I said, I try to find legitimacy in some of the companies that are getting involved with cryptocurrency, and that's why I brought up SDRP. Something like NDYN, though, they're still just kind of getting into the game here. So I don't know. I still think that it's still a little bit hot. It's a little spicy to be getting into at '09. And I anticipate there being some sort of pullback from here. As you can see, I was quite observant of NDYN. But, you know, and so was a Sniper. Everybody had amazing things to say about it as they were watching this thing go berserk, because it went from what? All the way down here at 002 to highs of up over what, 13.7 cents, somewhere around there. So I mean, it's ran like crazy. I just don't know if it's worth taking the risk here, though. I just don't know. Maybe just watch and observe. If you can watch and observe and see on Tuesday, because if Bitcoin still keeps rallying like it is, maybe try to like put some crappy bid in and see if you can get it filled. You know, like I would even venture to say go as low as 6 cents and try to put some crappy bid in there and see if it gets filled. But the thing I want people to try to stay away from is chasing this bad boy, because as quickly as it's gone up, I mean, I've seen this time and time again back in 2017. I don't know if any of my folks have been here since then, but, you know, it's one of those things where I just really feel like it's too hyped up, and that people are holding this thing and they will dump on you as soon as they can. So I just don't know if this is one that I would probably focus too much on. I think the run is done here, and I mean it may continue. It's just too risky for me personally. Not something that I would consider getting into. Craig, yeah, 2017 was unbelievable. I had some of my best trades on the first cryptocurrency stock run. FVRD, for example, that was nearly a $20,000 win for me. I spent $1,700 on my original position at FVRD and turned it into nearly 20 grand. That is the reality of the OTC, and that is why you should come check out the morning mentorship. So, guys, if you're interested in checking that out, I have a morning mentorship where I go live with folks from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And basically just looking at news, potential catalysts that are coming out there in the morning, and then we dissect those. Are they worth making plays on them? We make a plan. We execute that plan after the bell, and, you know, plan accordingly, and reinforcing that, managing that risk. Coaching people on discipline and how to manage all that good stuff, because while you can make some insane money in the OTC, it can chew you up and spit you out if you don't know what you're doing. So if it's something that you want to be interested in, we have a great community over in the morning mentorship, so go check that out. The links are in the description. That's it for me, guys, and I hope that, you know, I wasn't too disappointing to a lot of you, you know, with my announcement in the beginning of the video. Like I said, I want to make sure that I'm leaving some sort of legacy. You know, I feel like we're put on this earth for some sort of purpose, to leave behind whatever it is that we're meant to leave behind for future generations. And that's just what I'm trying to do. So I hope that you can appreciate that. I hope you can support that. If you do, I would appreciate a thumbs up and a subscription, because I really do have some great content coming out. Between Christian and I putting out some more trading content, it just won't be live every day like you guys are probably used to. So, but I think you're going to really enjoy it. So please stick around. So that's it for me, guys. As always, I will see you all before the bell. And B Smith is out. Have a good one.